So we all know the question that was posed to women on this app, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a man? We are very familiar with that question and everyone's stance on that. Hi, by the way, welcome to another Corolla Confessional. So when I saw like the first video that posed that question, my initial reaction was, ooh, do I get to pick the man? Because I already had like a list of guys that I wouldn't mind hanging out in a forest with. And then like I realized like, you know, why that question was posed and what it meant and all that. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. Well, so last night on my FYP, I came across a video that has gone viral. It's well over 1 million views and thousands upon thousands of likes and comments. Where it started with, it was a stitched video, but the first few seconds of the original was a woman who asked the guys, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a woman? And the guy who stitched the video came back and said the better question is, for the guys, would you rather tell your feelings to a tree or to a woman? And immediately I knew I knew what all the comments were going to be. And I was not surprised to see a string of comments, 99% of them, from guys saying that they would rather tell their feelings to a tree instead of a woman. And I was like, God damn. And that really had me thinking that on both sides, men and women, there are so many people unhealed in this world. And I say that because I understand why women would choose the bear over a man. I understand why guys would choose a tree over a woman. So I've been in abusive relationships, plural, it's more than one. I apparently didn't learn the first time. And even if I was just a little bit ignorant and didn't understand why that bear man question was being asked to me, I actually would still initially react and respond in the same way. Do I get to pick the man? Because I know it's not all men. And just like for the guys, I would hope that you guys know it's not all women. I feel like in general, right, we all know that. It's not all men, it's not all women. Though I have known some people over the years who truly have believed that, you know, it is either all guys or it is either all girls, given the situations that they have been in. And even though I've had a string of very unhealthy relationships with men, I've never thought that. Not once. Not once have I ever thought that, oh my God, all guys are like this. All guys are gonna hurt me. Like, not once. I've just always known, like, I don't know, or maybe that's my logical mind coming in and being like, woman, there's like 7.5–8 billion people on this planet. There's no way that all men are like this, right? But on both sides of the coin, a lot of us are unhealed, and we could totally do better. Gentlemen, for those of you who don't feel they can, oh, see, this is getting me emotional now. For those of you who don't feel that they can speak your feelings to a woman without fear of getting ridiculed or told you are wrong, I mean, I can't speak for all women, but I am so sorry. I don't recall if I've ever reacted and responded negatively that way towards a guy. If I did, maybe it was during the abusive relationships I've been in, just because I was probably I was on the receiving end of abuse, so I wanted to throw it right back. That would probably be the only time that I have done that. But I've grown up with a mom who unfortunately responds that way to my dad. My dad has many times over the years stated how he had felt about something, and my mom would flat out tell him he was wrong. And I never understood that. It took me many years to understand why she would react and respond that way. And I personally know other women who have reacted and responded that way. And also just, you know, over the centuries with the patriarchy and, you know, men aren't supposed to show feelings and, you know, like that whole thing. Gentlemen, I'm really sorry that you have experienced that, and most likely more than once. It's not right. None of it's right. It just shows what needs to be healed. If a woman responds in that manner and tells you like you're wrong, or you know, starts reacting, saying like, well, you make me feel this way, I imagine it's out of a place of insecurity, not feeling safe as well. And it gets me thinking about a divine masculine, divine feminine dynamic. So the masculine sets the tone of the relationship. He provides the container for the feminine to be herself, but he sets the tone of the relationship. The feminine reflects the health of the relationship back to him. So there's just a lot to think about, and I feel really bad that there's so many people who are so unhealed. A lot of people need to do the work, the shadow work, the inner work, whatever you want to call it. Just the mental, emotional work. And I understand people get triggered and stuff. I don't come with a trigger warning. I don't shy away from triggers. To me, triggers are a good thing because it just shows you what needs to be healed. People just need to do the work. All right, I'm rambling. Man, bears and trees. I choose a goose.